example, how I look, my looks, image. We should manage principles, values, and processes for results. Okay, don't manage what looks. Don't look at my speaker and say, why she doesn't even see well, she has specs. Do you think she doesn't see well? She just uses it for reading. Isn't it? Our speaker, she's chocolate brown. Me, I wanted black people. Okay? Has anyone been in a group where people are just looking at people's looks? They're just mongering of people's looks. Look at that one. She has a very big bamba. What does it have to do with your class? And your leadership? And your results? There's nothing, isn't it? Yes, so first of all, you are good. Look at your neighbor and say, you are good the way you are. You are the best. There's something they used to tell us, that of the 7 billion people who came in the marathon of the day that you came to life, who was the winner? Do you remember that marathon? Yes. Do you know it? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Do you remember that marathon? Yes. You also remember that marathon? You have forgotten. Somebody is saying, what are you talking about? That on that very day, there were 7 billion people. They were in a marathon. And who was the winner? Me, myself. Who was the winner? Me. So now, you cannot be the winner on the very first day, and then you'll be bad today. Are we together? So meaning your eyes, your nose, your body makeup, your color is the best. So don't go in PT competitions. Now, if maybe let me also turn my thing to be black because they now the school likes black people. No. Okay? You have seen, by the way, there are girls who have decided to go for surgery, okay? To increase some boobs. Because God made them a little smaller. Then you disfigure yourself. There's a story, I don't know, Mama, whether you remember, there's a story you people used to tell us about that woman who had the teeth that would come out. Then the husband loved her because of the what? The teeth. So one time the husband went to South Africa and left her with some pocket money of 2 million shillings. She said this is the time. She used the 2 million to go and to rewire the what? The teeth. When at Entebbe, there was a fight when the guy came. Why did you remove my tooth? Okay? So what you hate, somebody loves. Tell your neighbor, what you hate, somebody loves. What you hate, somebody loves. So don't go into issues of looks. Okay? Don't hold what? Grudges. Okay? Okay. So then how do we build trust? Number one, as a leader, practice vulnerability. As a leader, what does vulnerability mean? It means sometimes come low down and say, okay, if you made a mistake, say, I'm sorry, I made the mistake. Okay? Be open. If the money is 500, say, guys, I'm really sorry, the money is just what? 500. We don't know what to do with it. But some of us want to hide and make people think you have 1 million. That's 500. Then people are looking for money, it's not there. So please practice what? Number 2, trust is the foundation of teamwork. So it's a function of character and competence. Function of character and competence. So that one, I don't want to miss that point. Let me emphasize that. That leadership is all trust, is a character of trust and competence. Let me give an example. Can I use you for an example? Okay, you stand up and you face them. Is she beautiful? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. But I saw you saying as if she was very beautiful. She's not sure. Okay, very good. Now, if for me, I took her home, she's beautiful, isn't it? Yes. And she does not know how to cook food. She cooks food, my people eat, they are not happy with the food. And then the next day, for the whole year, she has not learned how to cook food. Will she be very good wife material? No. Why? Isn't she beautiful? So people are going to begin thinking, but we don't eat the what? We eat the food, the competence to cook. Okay? Now, the other way around. Okay? If now she comes, okay, she's not looking, of course, for us in Teso, we want tall ones like me. Tall, eh? I'm joking, you know that I'm joking, surely. Eh? So just assume I am in Sudan, and for us in Sudan, we need only tall ladies. She's not beautiful, isn't it? Because she's not what? Tall. But when she comes, she cooks nice food that, all of us are looking towards lunchtime. We are looking forward the evening for. Do you think they will say, it is okay even if she's short? Yes? My man, you see, the guy is even smiling and saying, it was better. So now, that's what we are saying. Your character must match with the competence. In other words, if you are a leader, then take time to read about leadership skills. Are we together? They could have voted you because they love you, but now if they test your leadership skills and it's not good, you are thrown out. Or you can be having good leadership skills, but your character, you steal money, you are abusive, you are... Will they like you? No. So, trust comes with it. What? Character and competence. The rest you can read that. Okay, so please, how to overcome that? Once in a while you need to come together. Talk about your histories. You know, I grew up from this family, we were really very poor, and then boom, my dad got a good job, and that's why now we are big well. Then for us, we know, oh, those characters of yours of eating badly, it came from this poverty. And for some of it, for me, my dad was very rich. We used to drive every time in school, and for me, I never went to dig. So even when we are here, when we give you hard work, we know you will not do, because you are used to soft life. So we begin to know how to handle you as what? As the team. Team effective exercises. So I believe, give present. Don't allow us to go away without having a day out. You can take us out to the beach, we play football together, we do on your own budget, not your budget, not the school budget. At least once in a while, have time to be together, to learn from one another. Then you'll be able to learn the behavior of people and how to treat them. Okay? There's what they call 360-degree feedback. It's hard for you, but as a department you can do. You come and sit and say, today you evaluate me. Alex, who am I? Then people tell you, Alex, you have bad temperament. You don't bathe. You do this. And then they say, okay, what are my good parts? You talk a lot, and you convince students. And you see, that's what they call 360-degree feedback. Who is the best person to give you? It is you, the peers. Okay? Don't wait for the students to do. Number 2. The other dysfunction is what? Fear of conflict. Okay. When you are voted to be a leader, you signed up to be in conflict. Tell your neighbor, he said that when you were voted, you got permission to be in conflicts every time. So you cannot run away from conflicts even if you want. Are we together? Now, how many of us are leading church programs in the church? Even in the church, have you run away from conflicts? We would think that's the best place to lead. But even in the church, they are what? Conflicts. Now, what about now for you? There are even going to be more. Okay? So conflicts are going to be there. So do not, sometimes we fail to tap into all the opinions and perspectives of the team, and so it brings that conflict. Now, as a leader, I want you to know that every human being has an opinion. Are we together? Even you right now, you have what? An opinion. When you're leading, it's now you to pick the opinions and correct the what? The opinion. But first you acknowledge your opinion. Thank you for the opinion you broke. But we think this would be the best. Are we together? Don't just say, you're always bringing funny things. When you see that, you are going to say you are a bad leader. But get people's opinions, okay? Do not waste time and energy with the posturing and the interpersonal risk management. Those are interpersonal things. Okay, so what do you need to do? You need to demand debate. You are leaders. There must be a debate. Speaker, allow us to debate. Don't shut us down. Yes. In your own departments, my sister, even your teamwork, your team, you need to debate. Don't say, I am the mama of this prayer. What is it called? Fellowship. I'm the mama of this fellowship. Nobody talks. God only talks to me. My sister, Allah has only come for me. I am the only one. No. The only one. God talks to everybody, okay? So allow them to talk. Let them debate. Let them ask questions. Then now you are there to just facilitate the what? The discussion. So good conflicts among team members is okay. There will always be a conflict. Even coming here today, there was a conflict. Isn't it? Why did the bus delay? You conflicted. Why did the breakfast delay? You conflicted. Why? You see, so there is always a conflict. So your responsibility now is to manage conflicts every time. That's Mama's job. Every day she's on conflicts. Okay? So even among the team, like that. So please discuss conflicts and agree on them. Okay? I'm trying to run faster here. So maybe daily or weekly or monthly, have some meetings. That's why I was saying you have 5 meetings in the whole semester. But as cabinet, have some meetings. Resolve those conflicts. Talk about them. Do not mix daily issues with issues of strategic planning. That these daily issues, maybe you and him, you have your own issues. It's not for the cabinet. Okay? Let it remain on your issues, sort it out. When you come to the cabinet, don't begin to look at him and say, this one even refused me to stand in the line. So I will not allow his point. No, those are your issues. So learn to discover the issues of self and the issues of the school or the cabinet. Are we together? Okay. Number 3 is lack of commitment. Somebody said you start slowly, start well, and end up badly. These first weeks you are going to be so enthusiastic, then it goes down, commitment goes down, commitment goes down. You even refuse to come for meetings. I used to lead a fellowship. When now, because in the beginning when you're a leader, everybody is busy, doing well. Then when you hand over, finished. They don't even appear in the fellowship no more. They don't appear in the it's like this was the mugugu they were carrying. Then they're like, oh, God, please tell your neighbor, once a leader, forever a leader. Once a leader, forever a leader. So we don't expect you, Gil, now to say, now I am handed, I am now myself. Now let me also start things I was missing. No, we are going to, sorry, you have become. Now you are not going to, and in our board we are going to put your name. In 2002, you were the one. You were the speaker, isn't it? Hey, so it's not going to stop. 10 years we shall still refer. Hey, he was the what? He was the leader, he was the speaker in our school. Hey. So we need to find you in Kampala by still representing us. 20 years from today. That's when we can have, like now we are going to have our anniversary. That's when we can invite you to come and give a speech. But if you have got something else, we shall not even remember you. Okay? So brings commitment and so on. I needed to go to this other one, lack of accountability. Okay? About behaviors and actions. Okay? Creates resentment among team members, and encourages mediocrity. Okay? People who miss their deadlines. Now, if they have given you assignments, please do them and deliver them. And then hold its team leader and put them in the right places. Okay? There's this other one here, not taking attention into results, not inattention to collective results. There are some of us who are very good at hijacking people's results. Someone did a good thing, then it comes. For us, we have done this. Actually, I'm the one who brought that suggestion. Now you're telling students, if it was not me, that cabinet was finished. But it was not you even who suggested. You were not even there, but you are quickly. Like there are some MP friends of mine. So this guy, who I told you in the morning, he went and he mobilized the money for that hospital. Now for him, he wants to be in the background. So then he calls the speaker of the district and the cow and tells them, you guys, you go and receive things from the Ministry of Health they are bringing. When they went to there and told in the radio. Now they were saying, we have mobilized money to build that thing. It's me. So this friend of mine was listening. Then they said it is okay. At least the two of them will know who has mobilized. Instead of saying even the district that they say, it is us. So I know for you are politicians and you want everything to you. Tell your neighbor, don't do bad politics. Okay. Now I want us to go back to this other thing of what? Of this other one. Balancing academics and what? And leadership. And I'm not going to overtalk about this. Again, we came here to do what? To study. So, now that one I want us to read statement by statement. Let's begin number 1. 1, 2, 3, go.
If you choose to read, do it as if there is no leadership, and if you choose leadership, do it as if there is no reading.
Exactly. So, if you are exercising your leadership, okay, you are mobilizing students. What? There are some of us, you will waste time. When that time for exam comes, then the dean tells you, go and mobilize students. You even don't want to hear the word mobilizing students. You want your books now, because time has what? Has gone. So where were you all this time? It means you wasted a lot of time. So, but as we say in the morning, just a to-do list. Have an organized kind of what? For yourself. Organized structure. All leaders have organized structures. Things don't fall on them. So I know what I'm supposed to do if it's a meeting. So that means I will organize to say, okay, in my class time, of course, I can't put things there. There's this break time that I can do something. There's this lunch time I can do something. There's this evening time I can do something. And and I can continue to do this. So you structure it like that. There's a friend of mine who excelled very well, but was very good in all these leadership things. Okay? But what did he do? It was simply knowing what to do at what time. For him, he said he was not very good at reading in the night. When he goes to read at night, there's noise, he sleeps a lot, and then he can't wake up even in the morning. So he said he would read at lunchtime, he would be the first to eat, then run back and what? And read. Then that evening time when they release people for sports, then you read maximum. So you would calculate, you would have 2.5 hours. Okay? 30 minutes during lunchtime and then another 2 hours. So by the time he comes for the preps, he's dozing, all of you are laughing at him. The results come, he's number one. Have you ever seen such people?
Yes.
Most people is. So you need to ask them, what time do you eat? Those guys are very smart. You find there is a time they quickly do what? They do their reading. But for you, when you see that, say, okay, let me also be like him. I know, but you don't know his schedule. So please tell your neighbor, make a schedule for yourself. Time for reading. Don't let students just enter your time. Okay? Because that's why you're there. Then time for leadership, be there to lead the people. Number 2.
If you choose reading, do it with all your heart. Accept no interruption. Delegate all other duties. Do it in your most productive time. In other words, do quality reading.
Exactly. So, it's what they call delegation. How many of us have heard the word delegation before? What is it? What is delegation? Assigning someone some responsibilities. Now tell your neighbor again, you are not supposed to do everything. So, if there are some small tasks that you need to assign someone, okay? And say, taking this on you will do that. And people will be happy that, hey, the gift has assigned me this. Then they will go. But of course, you follow up to find out, did you do? Okay? So do not be the one doing everything. Delegate some things to others. Okay? That others, no interruption. If it is reading that time, encourage them also to read at that time. Say, we shall meet later, we shall do later. But for now, all of us will read. So you sit and read, okay? Sit, read. So you read. And then all of you read, then after you read, all of you will say, okay, what were you saying? You see, there you become a good leader to them. But when they come, tell me. Then the other one comes, tell me. Remember, it is time for preps. Before you realize it is 20 minutes to people to go and sleep. When everybody goes, you say, then you go and sleep. Tomorrow, you are cheating yourself, okay? We need you to be the best in this. And that's how, even in the future, when you become the MP, do you know the schedule of an MP? The guy is too busy for life. When you go back to the constituency, the whole village wants to meet you. The widows want to meet you. The students who have no school fees, they want to meet you. All the burials in the committee, they want to attend. And you have to attend. If you don't attend, there is what? A problem. All graduations, you have to attend. Then on these trainings like this one, people want to come here and open and then say something in it. So where are you going to get time for yourself? You have to learn to organize. Some of those you say, hey, can I send a representative? Yes, they go. And you just write them what to say. They go and then they read your thing. So the MP can be in several places in about 5 burials. Guy is not there, but he has sent a representative, maybe with the 50,000. Okay? But when you send 50,000, you are a bad MP. They want 200. So you learn to also save money to give. That MP I was telling you, for him he has now bought tents, chairs, a musical system. So now they know whenever there's a barrier, just go to the MP place, big things go. Now he has represented himself already. He's in Kampala, he's in Dubai, he's doing something. But here things are working. So what system are you going to do to ensure that you're reading well and then your duties are going to do also well? Number 3.
If you have a relationship, do it with all your heart. Don't accept interruption and don't use this time to read. In other words, do quality reading.
We already explained that. So then number 4.
How much should you spend in leadership and reading? 100% in all.
Yes. Give 100% time in leadership, 100% time in reading. How to do? The answer is in your hands. Okay? Then this is one. That's what I like. Number 5.
Spend 2 hours of uninterrupted reading every day during the time when you read best.
Good. I want you to discover. For me, I am weird. Okay? Do you know my best time of reading? When classes just stop, in between that and supper, okay, and just continued even up to now. That when people are in my office, then they go away. Between 5 to around 8, that's my most productive time. Thank God that's the time for jam. I don't even waste time to be in the. So I remain in the office. It is silent, and I am working, and I'm doing. Then again, when I wake up, sometimes I wake up at 4. Okay, so from 4 to around 6, 7. That's another productive what time that I have. So I do most of my writing, most of my reading in that time. During daytime, I make noise with all of you, do everything, answer calls, have meetings. I don't put good meetings at that time at 5 and then, yes. So also, but that's for me. What I've discovered, each one of us, you have your good time. Each one of us. Some of you, it is weird times, at maybe midnight when everybody is asleep. It's okay. The issue is, do you know your strong time? Do you know your best time of reading? Tell your neighbor, what is your best time for reading? No, let you tell them your time. You tell them. Oh, you have not yet discovered. Good. Now, unfortunately, fortunately enough for you are health professionals. So you're supposed to work 24/7, okay? Like you are just supposed to be alert. But I need you to know that good time. Then you invest at least how many hours? Can you imagine? Out of the 24 hours, you only need what? To be very productive. And if you discover that time when that is that time when the body just feels nice when you're reading, like you're absorbing everything. Use that time and those 2 hours or more, and then you will excel. Is that okay? Okay, so all this other time you can use it for talking to people, discussions. Have discussions, Yes, so that you can. But that personal reading, get that time. By the way, if you take that very seriously, you will excel very well, okay? Yes. So then number 6. Wow. Can we do that a bit right now? You write in your book as my academic goal. And remember to be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, or attainable, realistic, and should be time bound. Don't worry, we're about to finish. Too much information for you, right? Are you writing your academic goal? You can say my academic goal is to be maybe to get these points by the time I get out of my finals or I don't know. Your exams, your final exam is called what? Which one? Uni? Okay. The final one. So in your final exams, that one where you're going to put the government, that one, what do you want to achieve there? What are the grades? Let me write them for some of us who remember them. My guys, okay? So, the results, okay? We have 5, 4.8, 5, then 4, 3.5, then 3, 2.5, then 2, and 9. Hey! Look at your neighbor, say them God forbid them. At least, somebody is saying fire on that one. How can you be a leader and you be among the people? Okay, so now I want you to set up your goal. That by the end of my thing, I will get you choose at least from here and above. Leave this one for those other students down there who have not come here. Oh, it's up there. Okay, those are who are up there. For you, this is not your portion.
Yes.
Eh? Your portion is only up here. Okay? Have you set a goal?
Yes.
Let your neighbor inspect. Has your neighbor inspected? So are you happy with the goal? If you are the owner of the hospital, would you have given them a job? Yeah? When you see those results, would you have given them a job? Okay, would you have given yourself a job if you are not?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So that is your academic goal. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to write down and say, by the end of this year, I will achieve, by the end of my final exams, I will achieve this. Okay, you write it in a big paper. Then you go and you stick it to your, either where you read it from or near your bed. Okay? Or in your suitcase where you open and you see almost every day. Are we going to do that?
Yes.
Get a full scarf and put it there. It can be any other thing, even the other life objectives, the one we had put before. In 50 years from now, I want you to do those things in a big F4. Put it, and then you put it on your bed, where you see it every day. There is a power in you seeing your vision every day. It will propel you to read harder. Okay? So you are able to see if this time you have got the F9, you say, hey! You will be able to read harder. Then your leadership goal. Also write your leadership goal also. Okay, so that's the little I wanted to talk about. Balancing what? Your leadership and your academics. Now, I just want you to write these principles. I'm not going to explain them because of time. And then after that, you will answer. You will do what? You will ask questions. Okay? Now, these principles, okay, the 10 principles are really not laws, passed down by either one religion, or most religious people, or what and so on. They are just things that people have passed down from different what? From different learnings, okay? Different organizations. The world has woven these principles, laws, and you know that principles, they don't change, isn't it? Okay? Yes. So God established them in the laws of the universe, and we depend on them. Just like, for example, the law of gravity. It's just a law. If you can't break it. If you break it, what happens to you? If you jump up, you will come down automatically, whether you want it or yes. Even if you are prayed in tongues, it will go up, it will come down. Okay? Are we together? So now, the number one principle is controversial, but this is not, and I want to talk about it a little because there are 10 principles, but they are very, very good. So the number one is this. Okay? Is reading the number one. Number one is what? Now Muslims are like, you have removed us from this thing. No. Christ-centeredness is not church-centeredness. Christ-centeredness is different from church. It's basically something that shows us that there is a character that Christ had, which is good for the whole community. Are we together? So that's what we say. Christ said that this is the foundation of every person. In him, we can find a way of what? Of living. It gives us a sense of direction and connects us to God, provides answers to mysteries of life, and gives us power to live and have a sense of personal what? Fulfillment. Okay? So we must keep Christ alone as the center. Now, what does it mean? It is to be able to, the thing that you value most. Okay? Now, there are other things which people put their lives as centers. The center is the church. The center is the wealth. My brothers here center in the what?
Women.
In the women. Okay? Can you imagine your life is just centered on what? Women. So, and every time even when you're in the class and they pass you breakfast food. There's a friend of mine in Makerere University who followed a girl from Chikoni. I don't know who knows Chikoni. From
Yes.
From Chikoni up to the new park. Okay?
On foot.
And just following. He was just a woman what? Centered. There are others who are centered on the drugs, on self. But we must keep Christ what? Alone as the what? As the center. So again I repeat this, that when we say Christ here, we're not saying this church, the other church, the other church, this church. We have our Muslim friends who keep telling us, for us we love Christ, but we don't like Christians. Why do you think they say that? The character quality of Christ was very good, but these days the Christian character is bad. So even as the Christians, we must change, okay? To adopt on the other character of who? So that we are loved by everybody. Are we together? So that's number one. But because that point is not very controversial, I will not stay a lot there. Okay? But what I mean is that go and study the life of Christ and get what he used to do. What he used to, like he loved the people. He brought all people together. He never discriminated. You know, that's the thing that I want you as leaders to what? To have. Is that okay? And now, so we go to principle number 2. Is what? Having what? A sense, a vision, and a sense of purpose. We also discussed that in the morning. So it's better to die. Okay, all of us, let's read the red one. Here we go.
It is better to die and not live to live and not to know why.
Yes, it would be better that you die, okay, and you go and we forget you forever, than for you to live there that you don't know why you're what? You're living. Then the black one. Here we go.
No one is born in this world whose work is not born with him.
Yes, so all of us here, there is something you are born with. There is some great thing inside you that you are born with. You are not born to be like just a cow. A cow we can just kill in the morning and celebrate in the evening. But for you, even when you are just sick in your dormitory, everybody is concerned. That's how important you are. Okay? Now the red one again.
The greatest friendship of life is not this, but what is
Yes. What is that is dying in you while you are living? you are supposed to write those books and the books are dying. You are supposed to be a good leader and the good leadership is what? Is dying. So what is it? Okay? So now ask your neighbor, what have you killed in you because people interfered? Ask your neighbor, what is that? Okay, you tell them. Like for example, you grew up, you used to sing very well. Then somebody said, your voice is like a motorcycle. Said, okay. I will not sing again. Maybe you used to run very fast, then this particular day, one day they say, look at you, you're running like just a railway, you can't even win anything. Joel. So maybe one time you started to give a speech in front and you were motivated. Then they tell you, you're English, from Nyankore. So there are some things people have killed. Now, how many of us remember something you used to do very well when you was a child? And you used to think you are going to be, then somebody told you a negative thing, up to today you are not doing it. Anyone? The president wants to tell us. Football. You used to play football. Then what happened? The coach embarrassed him. So even us, many times people have interfered on our dreams. So I want you to go back to what you used to dream about. Think about it and then bring it back to life. Those people just kill it. Okay? So our vision will flow from how our basic perception of life and path is. So God put it in us and we need to be able to what? These 4 human endowments, we all have them. You have the power to imagine, you have the power of independent will, you have the power of conscience and self-awareness. God gave you all those for justice. So today if you become poor, it's not my problem, it's not the principal's problem, it's your problem when you become poor. Look at your neighbor and say, when you become poor, it is your problem. Because you see, you can imagine. You isn't anyone here able to imagine? You can imagine a better future, isn't it? Yes. Right now, I want you to close your eyes and see your beautiful house in the future. Are you seeing the beautiful house? Is it a gorofa? Is it a grass thatched house? Is it a musical? Open your eyes. Okay? Are you seeing the kind of car? Yes. So we have that power to think and see it. Now, once we see it, then we begin to walk towards that. How do you begin to walk towards? Being excellent in class, beginning to save money, begin to be trusted, begin to grow a business. There are some of us here, all you are dreaming of is a job of 200,000 shillings per month. God forbid, 150. Do you know people are paid 150 after you started in cavalry school of comprehensive nursing, and they pay you 150,000 a whole month. So please let's calculate that. 150 divided by 30 is what? It is what? 1 divided by 30. 5,000 per day. Ask your neighbor, are you worth 5,000 per day after the school? Now, on the 5,000 you have transport to take you home. On the 5,000 you have airtime. For my good sister here, when we get, I know you are looking forward to plait your hair after here. Your hair alone is 50,000. So meaning, by the way, I'm generally speaking, there are people who are getting this 200. So now, okay, we need to go. Our time is up, okay? You have the will. In other words, you can choose. You have the power to choose the kind of life that you have the capacity to choose your actions. And the choice is one of the greatest resources you have, the power to choose, okay? So choose to be a good leader, choose to be able to rise up, and choose in the future you will not be a broke guy, okay? I mean, for you, if you get broke, then there's just a problem. Do you know why? Did we talk about the ratio of a doctor to a what? And we said one doctor is equal to 3,000. Now, how come you can become broke when you have 3,000 people waiting for you to give them services? Okay? So even if you started a small drug shop, there's a friend of mine in Masaka here, she said she would just go to town and buy drugs of 15,000 and come and put there. Okay, and wait. People come and buy tickets 45,000. Then he goes and buy another 15 comes. To ask your neighbor, for you, can't you do that? You have to wait for 50 months. You have to wait for 200,000 a whole month. Okay, that is for you. Conscience. You have the inner guide. Self-awareness. Now, self-awareness is good. You know your weaknesses and you know your strengths. So you need to be able to what? To move. Principle 3, the rest I'm just going to read the headings because of time. Is giving respect and being responsible. Giving what? Respect. So basically, respect is to recognize the value of others. Responsibility is to form a response given as what? A situation. Okay? There are all the things here to talk about respect. Number 4. Number 4 is commitment to personal integrity. And we said integrity is to be you in the morning, in the dark time, when you're in Kavale, even in Kenya. Me, I got shocked one time. I went to a certain district. I thought nobody knows me here. Only somebody said, Alex. So now if I was doing funny things there, it would be something else. Number 5, success requires hard work. Those are all principles of what? Leadership. Success is not luck. Some of us pray for luck. It's really, really hard work. If we had time, I normally live some scriptures in the Bible which talk about lazy people. There are so many, they are nice. And when you read them, people normally like them. Can you see those ones? You see that Proverbs 10:4 downward. It says what? All of us, we read it. That one, 3 we go.
Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth.
Yes. So it is not God who gives you poverty. Not even the witch doctor in your village. He's not the one who gives you. By the way, you are health professional. So tell your neighbor, it's not that witch doctor. It is just lazy hands. So we shall now talk about if your hands are active. We shall now talk about why it's not, okay? Principle 6 is what? Having a commitment to excellence. Oh, friends, do excellent work. If you're leading, do excellent work. Please don't just. Okay, there's no time to go into all those. Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as if you're working for God.
Not for me.
Okay, not for man. Now, excellency is not winning. I'm sorry, I'm tempted to keep explaining them. Excellence is not what? Winning. It is what? Doing your best. Now, some of us, you are not supposed to be a principal of the thing, okay? Some of us, maybe you're just supposed to be a very good tutor. And that's what God wants you to do, okay? Now, once you excel in being the tutor, there you have excelled, okay? So it's not about winning and other things. Principle number 7 is resourcefulness. Allow me also say this, that you have the 4 main what? Resources. Number 1 is what? Number 2? The other one? And then it's you. So please, you are the number 1 resource actually first. So look at your neighbor with a smile, this time with a real smile. and tell them, I need you alive 50 years from now. Tell them, don't go on the cheeky petty, guys and boys around. I have kept emphasizing that point because I know right now we are at the point when everybody is looking for someone, isn't it? Yeah. So please don't go and kill yourself. The book I am writing for, the book I am writing, it is for you guys, okay? And this is how it reads, but it's not finished, so I'm not going to give anyone. I need it complete first. Okay? It says, you see, what does it say? Hey, yes. So I'm not giving anyone. It's not edited. When it is ready. So, but when I was researching about that book, okay, it says that the most important choice that you are ever going to make, okay, apart from the people who are giving themselves to the Lord or to what Lord, apart from that, that's number one, okay. The most important choice is the choice to choose your spouse. Because the person you're going to choose will either break you or make you. If you choose a crazy man, your life is finished. Because for him, he is going to come and just destroy your life. If you choose a crazy wife, at least it's better to choose a crazy man. But if you choose a crazy wife, the whole hope is what? At least when you choose a crazy man and for the lady is okay, the home will be what? Will be stable because the ladies know how to keep the what? The home. But if it's the lady who is crazy, then the home is totally finished. Okay? So the ladies who are here, please be our hope. For the ladies, let's tell them be our hope. Don't be crazy like those are village ones. Are we together? So now, I don't want you to be in a hurry. That you are now in the third year. How are you going to go out of the school without someone? That is normally one of the most terrible struggles people in the third year go through. How to go out from younger, you don't have someone. How? Now as a leader, you are like, this, as now with the guilt, this is the time. Otherwise, if I miss this time, I'll be finished. No, that's I'm sorry for using a big man for example. Others, tell your neighbors, don't be hard. You can't even get even after. So you are the first resource, and we all want you to be very good families. That's when the health sector will boom. Well, that's when even the leadership of the country will be better. Okay? Are we together? But today, have you seen the rate of divorce happening in Uganda? Yes. It's becoming worse. Now, by the way, men, do you think there are men? Let me ask you, the men. Are there any more trusted ladies in Uganda?
No.
Yes. Yes.
They might
Okay,
be
ladies,
there.
let me ask you, are there any more trusted men?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so now what's going
we
on?
are there.
So we just stop.
I'm saying
So we just stop now issues of money.
we're there.
Okay, no. The truth is there are good men and there are good ladies. But I want you to be very careful with your life. I'm emphasizing that because I know you are leaders. And once you are a leader, all student ladies love student gentlemen. And all students men love student leaders, ladies. So you are always happy, you are seen. And because you are seen, everybody is seeing all the good things. Okay? There are others who see bad things, but the one who loves you sees good things. Okay? So I want to caution you, please, friends, as leaders, don't kill yourself. because of that. There's an exercise I wanted us to do after this. Remind me that there's an exercise. Okay, quickly, I'm left with the other one. Number 8 is covenant relationships. Kindly, I want you to pick up 2 or 3 good friends in this team, who you are always talking with, who is going to be like your real buddy, and you're going to journey with them even after this. For me, my best man, we just met in Makerere University, and then I said I need to have one guy who I talk to, and I expose to him all my feelings, all my bad things, okay? And I will tell him, best man. Okay, that time he was not a best man, he was called Andrew. Say, Andrew, today, I fell in for this guy, all my feelings just went. I looked at her, then he would tell me, tell me more. Then I tell him, then he said, okay, my brother, don't worry, sometimes feelings are what? They are normal, they are okay. You know, but you see, when you are a spiritual leader, you think that you have sinned. So when I was getting married, I said, there's no best man, this guy who has had all my problems. And it's a good thing for him, he would not also tell the other people my things. But because I was a leader, I needed somebody who I tell all my. Because as leaders, people keep piling you with what? With the problems. So sometimes I just go and say how I had this meeting to try to solve things went berserk, and my head is even paining. I don't want to go back to the meeting. Then he says, hey, but you are the leader, go back. So please get one friend, good friend. Look around, or if not here, one of the students who is a good what? Friend, who you can share things. If some of you are blessed and your parents say, and those ones, you can get one of them. And every time you feel clear, say, today things are just bad. Okay, if it's your dad or your brother, but you need one person you talk to, okay? Don't be there to absorb all problems and the one you're talking to. One time you will just burst. Yes.
It is very true.
Yes. Yes. So please don't conceal things. Have one person who is like a dumping one. And they understand. Even me, we became each other. So he calls me, I call him. Sometimes it's my turn, sometimes it's his turn. For him, when we got married, he spent 2 years. The child was not coming. Okay? So we were always talking, But thank God now they have 3 children. So these people are called accountability partners. They encourage or they do ministry. Okay? Okay, fine. So the last ones, I'm jumping so many things. Then there's what they call what? Servant leadership. And then number 10 is maintaining a state of balance in life. So maintaining a state of balance in life, we have what we call 4 buckets. Okay? Four buckets. Is what we call a physical, is what we call emotional, is what we call economic, and then what is spiritual. So if this bucket is like a thing, okay? So if this is an apple, you need all of them. Or may not be an apple if they are like these are 4 containers. Okay. So now the best for your life is when they are all constant. Okay. That's the best. Even if they are not full, but they are what? They are constant. Is that okay? If one is up here, this one is here, this one is 0, and then this one is like this, that's not a good life. Are we together? So you need it spiritually, if this is spiritually, economically, physically, emotionally. You need to balance them. We don't want a scenario where spiritually you are 100%. Economically, you are 80%. Physically, you pray a lot and you don't even do anything. You are at maybe also another 2%. And then emotionally, because you pray a lot, you don't want even friends, no relationship, you are at 0%. Is that a good one? Or the other way around. Emotionally, you have 4 girlfriends, so the emotional bucket is full.
Yeah.
Every time you want, it's company. You're there. Physically, you are 50%. Economically, you are 2%. Spiritually, you are 0%. Is that okay? No. Also, that one is not okay. So there are many things you can do. Spiritually, you need to be full. All of us, by the way, we are made of God, okay? So it doesn't matter your religion. The most important thing that you need to have to be a person who is God. Are we together? Yes. And I know that all religions, first you obey God. Now it's about Jesus and Allah where issues come, okay? Let's first put those two which separate us away. Let's go to God. Are we together? That all of us get some time to reflect about yourself. On Sunday, go to church, It's as if they should see a leader in the church that they are praying. Not this leader who is there, but on Friday you are not there. On Saturday you are not there. On Sunday you are not there. Now where are you? It's somewhere. Economically, let's start to do some work. There are some of us who are here at school, you are doing nothing. Let's start to do something, okay? Start saving. At least at home, have a garden. If you don't have a garden, have some cows. If you don't have cows, have some chicken. If you don't have that one, at least have a book like this you are writing to sell. If you don't have that one, begin to train people for some fees, okay? If you don't have that one, maybe have a tour company. When people come, you bring them there, take them down there to Kisoro, show them things and they pay you. I mean, get something. The most worst and the poorest people are the people who have no product and have no service. Are we together? So do something. And then physically, please wake up in the morning, do some jogging. Or in the evening, do some road work. Stop eating junk every time. Junk. That's not healthy. The good thing you are a nurse and what so you know it. You are not going to live on junk. Look at the neighbor and say, at least you are a professional and don't live on junk. Okay? Do some exercise, eat well, and then also sleep. Have some time to what? Sleep. Emotionally, have good relationships, okay? Have very good what? Relationships. And I'm not talking about these relationships only that lead to marriage. Relationships that have good friends. There's what they call OQP. OQP. It means only quality people. So at least have a few 5 quality people around you who advise you, who talk with you, and who move with you, okay? Yes. Thank you so much. I have so many things we can talk about, but I can see the time is going. You have become so tired. You have become so I don't know I can. Should I ask questions already or? Okay, so please ask any question in relation to what we've been saying. Sorry, I have gone aboard. Okay. Any question? I get scared when they are not questions. Either people have understood nothing. They have understood much. Or they have not picked anything. Okay, so I'm going to perform one more duty. Before I go away from here, our titles are gone down. So yes. The exercise. This exercise, I normally do it for when I go to institutions like this one, where I want people to remain holy until they get married. Yeah? How many people are married here so that I don't put them in the exercise? So, this exercise is for us. Normally, when I grew up, we used to call it true love weights. Okay? True love what?
Weights.
But I'm making it with the leaders so that the leaders become the example. So now, this exercise is for you to commit that from today, you are going to try your best. Control your feelings. Even when the feelings come, you just say, praise the Lord. Today I will not do anything.
Use the grass, please.
So this love. So now we are going to start with the men first. How many men are saying, I really want to try? You can stand up. Let me do that exercise.
What?
Okay, I have some men there. I have some men here. Yes. Thank you so much. So let me see the men who are saying for us, we are going to try to protect ourselves and protect the ladies. Okay, so ladies, let's clap for the gentlemen. The exercise is we are going to use what the Catholic Church uses when they are making the sign of the cross. There's the one called in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Okay? So when I say the name of the Father, you say, I close my zip. So you just demonstrate, you say, I close my zip. And the name of the Son, I close my zip. The Holy Spirit, I close my zip. Is that okay?
Blue tambang. But they are too heavy. Even you can take up before you leave. What? I did close.
Our dear principal for honoring us this chance for coming for our induction. Madam Principal, thank you very much. In addition, I want to thank our chief facilitator for those wise words. Thank you so much. I want to thank the administration for accompanying us, our deputy principal, our patron, our assistant patron. Thank you for accompanying us. We really honor you. I also thank the ministers for being smart and for waiting for this day. Thank you so much. On top of that, I would like to thank all the leaders who never stood down despite the challenges that we went through. Thank you very much for standing till now that you are here and we are still moving on. We shall achieve more, I know, by God's grace. This is like an advice. We must, as leaders, we must change the trend if we expect good results. In this, we must change the attitude, action, and outlook, and we look into our future. You are a leader now, but now see beyond where you are. See beyond. We are going to be more than this. We shall stand on big stages. We shall address big people. Just stay focused. Start where you are. We shall be great. Thank you so much. And I wish you the best.
Guest facilitator, Ms. Tokero, and my son, all of my children, I want to appreciate God for this day. It is not that I am sitting here because I want to accompany you, but you have also received. May God bless you so much. I feel it is not a waste of time, is it? No. Will you remain any more the same? We pray that whatever He has given us, it will make a transformation, and it will be a drive to make us serve and work and excel as leaders of 2022-2023. And I just pray, may God bless you with more gifts to serve His people. And we pray that you'll come again. Maybe they will be the one to invite you. Now for me, I have set the ball rolling. I suppose they will get your contact, especially the key leaders. They can come to me. I will avail your contact with your permission. And I know maybe they will consult you on the phone. With the technology now, it is no longer a limit for being in these days. And we want to appreciate you leaders for committing your time. Indeed, I have seen people settled and listening and attentive. I want to appreciate the deputy students patron and deputy students patron for the time they have given us. We cannot take it for granted. And even those who are not on the ground, like Mr. Jamada is the one who looked for this venue. He compared the different ones and he made it, I think it was conducive enough. We want to appreciate the hotel team for the conducive environment, for the good meals. Weren't they very good? Yes. We appreciate them for the services offered to us. I think they have been so down to us. We appreciate you and may you continue. God bless you so much wherever you are. And at this moment, I cannot tell so much. Maybe I will dilute, but there was a point here, it's not here. Okay, it was what he said, that when a problem is shared, it's halfway solved. We are seeing many youth destroying their life because someone maybe has checked him, he goes for suicide. Either he kills the girl and he kills himself. Even we see shooting each other. Why is this? You see, he's the only one on the world. Oh, you are not yet wedded. Now you will destroy yourself. It is something bad which we should get a solution. In Mkono of recent, a boy threw himself, I think this is former side, from a building to down. It is so bad. So let's get a solution for all these problems. And where you can avoid, you can, instead of cleaning on someone you don't know even whether you'll be your wife or husband, look unto God. He will direct you to get the right one. At this moment, I declare this induction workshop closed. Our spiritual leader, either he will pick someone or he will bless us. So God bless you so much. And we wish our brother journey mercies as he will be traveling back. Maybe today or tomorrow, God willing. Oh, sorry. I want to thank Madam Honorable Integrity Minister for the creativity. Indeed, it is producing. Our facilitator was saying, what is it that you have not used? She's bringing the gifts, the talents into action. We pray by the time of the golden celebration, it will be perfect. and sweet. God bless you so much. And so, yes.
Okay.